At precisely 6:32 a.m., Emily Dawson found herself motionless outside her modest apartment, gripping a cardboard box that contained her nurse uniform and a neatly folded termination letter. She had recently lost her job for the heroic act of saving a stranger's life. Her neighbors observed quietly as she fought to hold back her tears. Management stated that she violated hospital regulations. Yet, just as she was about to retreat indoors, the heavens erupted with a thunderous roar. 2 helicopters emerged over the rooftops, hovering ominously above her lawn, and in that instant her entire understanding of the world was on the brink of transformation. Before we dive in, please give this video a thumbs up and let us know your location in the comments. Your support enables us to share more impactful narratives. Let us commence. Emily Dawson remained still on the front steps of her apartment, the early morning sun stretching long shadows over the serene street. The cardboard box she held seemed to weigh more than it ought to. Inside lay her nurse's badge, a half-used notebook, her emergency trauma scissors, and the folded termination letter that had turned her world upside down just hours earlier. Her eyes had run dry, yet the pain in her chest lingered, a hidden bruise that remained unseen by others. Over a decade, 12 years of unwavering dedication, late nights, urgent calls, and comforting strangers in their darkest times, all vanished. In a heartbeat, she had violated the established guidelines. The hospital employed that phrase, a stark, clinical statement capturing the chaotic, urgent instant when she faced the decision between red tape and a life in need. The event unfolded. On Road 89, just beyond the outskirts of Colorado Springs, Emily had traversed that road countless times, a meandering path through the woods that consistently allowed her to untangle her thoughts after a demanding shift. That evening had felt unique. The headlights of a passing car flickered erratically. A shape lay crumpled by the side rail. She stopped abruptly, driven by instinct. A young man, barely past his teenage years, lay motionless, blood seeping from a severe wound in his side. His hiking equipment lay strewn about him. One leg was twisted in an unnatural direction. Emily's intuition kicked in. She knelt down, felt for his pulse, and ensured his airway was clear. His breath came in quick, shallow gasps. With determination, she pressed the scarf firmly against the wound before dashing to the trunk of her car, retrieving the emergency kit she always kept on hand. Her hands worked instinctively, cleansing the crimson stains, assessing for potential head injury, softly uttering phrases to prevent him from fading into the distance. Upon dialing 911, she was informed that assistance would arrive in 25 minutes. That felt excessively lengthy. She contacted her longtime friend Nate, who worked as a paramedic, directly. He promised to hurry, yet she had to ensure the boy's survival. Thus, she remained. She gently supported his head. She spoke of the stars. She shared tales with him that would fade from his memory. She secured the wound, raised his legs, and counted each heartbeat as if it were a precious treasure. Upon Nate's arrival, he gazed. At the scene, his expression one of sheer disbelief. The boy's vital signs remained steady. Nate gazed at her and uttered 4 words that had lingered in her thoughts ever since. "You have just rescued him." She did rescue him, yet the hospital board failed to recognize it as such. The formal document indicated that Emily had employed unauthorized instruments. She had undertaken medical intervention while off-duty without proper authorization. It was claimed that she put herself at risk. There was no acknowledgement of the life she preserved. The boy's mother had no room for tears when she personally called Emily to express her gratitude. Merely documents, duly executed and finalized. And now here she stood, dismissed, overlooked, isolated. The breeze changed direction. A deep, resonant rumble echoed through the atmosphere, reminiscent of far-off percussion. Emily lifted her gaze. The heavens started to quiver. 2 imposing helicopters, cloaked in matte black and devoid of any insignia, surged low and swift from the distant horizon. Neighbors emerged onto their porches, squinting against the light, their coffee cups quivering in their grasp. The din intensified, approaching with urgency. Emily opened her eyes wide. The helicopters approached directly toward her lawn. The helicopters hovered above Emily's home, with an intensity that felt surreal, reminiscent of a scene lifted from an overly dramatic film script. The blades sliced through the air with unyielding force, propelling leaves, dust, and stray papers into a chaotic whirl. Emily sensed the vibrations resonating within her chest, the earth quaking beneath her feet as the machines came to rest mere yards from her front porch. The neighbors assembled quietly, their expressions a blend of wonder and bewilderment, murmuring softly as the scene played out before them. Before Emily could completely grasp the unfolding situation, a team of men in dark uniforms descended rapidly from the helicopters. Their actions were deliberate, skilled, and intentional. They bore no arms, yet their presence was authoritative, an undeniable power that demanded respect. One of the men moved closer to Emily, his face a mask of mystery yet oddly comforting. He presented her with a sealed envelope and remarked, "Miss Dawson, this is something you must read." With quivering fingers, Emily shattered the seal. Within the envelope lay a letter marked with the seal of a federal agency, an unexpected intrusion into her otherwise tranquil existence. The correspondence indicated that her activities on that secluded mountain path had been observed meticulously by a secret team focused on emergency response and crisis management. It praised her for her courage and expertise, extending an invitation to join a specialized team responsible for swift responses to high-risk scenarios nationwide. The letter clarified that her dismissal stemmed from a misunderstanding, a provisional choice made by hospital administrators who had not been completely informed about the situation. As she read, a surge of emotions washed over her. Relief, disbelief, and a glimmer of hope intertwined within her chest. The man uttered another word. "Your work has been under our observation for quite a while, Ms. Dawson. Your abilities are remarkable, and your bravery in challenging situations is precisely what we require. Comprehensive assistance and resources will be provided to you. Your journey is far from finished. This is just the start." Emily's thoughts surged like a whirlwind. The last few hours stretched endlessly, a whirlwind of sorrow and victory, the hospital's chilling correspondence, the degrading dismissal, and now this unforeseen twist of destiny. She cast her eyes toward the helicopters, their soft rumble echoing in the distance, and understood that this moment marked a crucial turning point. Her life was on the brink of transformation in ways she had never envisioned. In an instant, her phone vibrated within her pocket. A message arrived from Nate, the paramedic who played a crucial role in saving the young hiker. "I just caught the latest headlines. People are discussing you all over the place. Emily, you are truly remarkable. Don't allow anyone to convince you otherwise." Emily beamed, her eyes glistening with unshed tears once more. This represented something far beyond a mere job offer. It was an opportunity to rediscover her mission, to demonstrate that pursuing what was just, even in the face of overwhelming odds, was always worthwhile. The helicopters ascended, their rotors cutting through the air, taking with them the fleeting moment while leaving a vow in their wake, a vow of fresh starts, of acknowledgement, and of the indomitable spirit of a nurse who would not abandon her faith in humanity. As the final whispers of the helicopters disappeared, Emily sensed a spark awaken inside her. She stepped back inside her home, poised to confront whatever lay ahead, for it is often in the shadows that we find the strength to embrace the light, and Emily Dawson's journey was only just unfolding. Emily Dawson's phone incessantly buzzed, refusing to relent. Each message, each call, each notification bore the weight of an undeniable reality. Her narrative had captured widespread attention. The story was picked up by local news outlets. The online community surged with backing, and even major news outlets engaged in discussions about the hospital's choice to dismiss a nurse who had performed a life-saving act. The term Emily Dawson hero surged in popularity across various platforms, with hashtags inundating the internet like a powerful tide. Individuals from diverse backgrounds recounted their personal tales of compassion and valor. Motivated by her remarkable courage, her name had transcended the mere title of a nurse. It had transformed into an emblem of steadfast compassion. As the sun ascended in the sky, Emily found herself at her kitchen table, perusing a stream of uplifting messages and expressions of gratitude. A well-known visage emerged on her display. Nate, the emergency medical technician. His call resonated with simplicity yet carried immense strength. "The agency wishes to meet with you today." Emily felt her heart racing. This was the moment she had never allowed herself to envision in her bleakest times. She inhaled deeply and gave a nod, despite his inability to see her. The horizon beckoned. Upon arriving at the agency headquarters, Emily was met with an unexpected level of respect and warmth. She encountered the group that would become her new family. Experts prepared for scenarios that extend well beyond the confines of the hospital. Their narratives were diverse, yet intertwined by a singular theme: the aspiration to create an impact when time was of the essence. Emily tuned in, taking in each word, each strategy, each objective. This transcended mere employment. This was a vocation. The announcement of her first assignment was made. A wildfire broke out in a secluded area of California, endangering nearby small towns and necessitating evacuations. The agency's swift response team was mobilizing without delay, and Emily received an invitation to participate. The burden of responsibility rested heavily upon her, yet it was accompanied by a revitalized sense of direction. She had transcended her past as a forgotten nurse. She played an essential role in a team that preserved lives during the most crucial times. Just before her departure, Emily was taken aback by an unexpected call from the young hiker she had rescued. His voice, though frail, resonated with deep appreciation. He remarked that you had offered him a second opportunity. "It will always remain, etched in my memory." The words resonated profoundly with Emily. It served as a poignant reminder of the reasons behind her chosen journey. The bonds between people, the destinies altered by simple yet profound acts of bravery. As she packed her bag for deployment, Emily sensed a profound change stirring within her. The anguish of losing her job had not shattered her resolve. Rather, it had shaped her into a being of greater strength and unwavering resolve. The insights she gained during those extended hospital nights, in that stillness on the mountain path, had equipped her for this fresh beginning. The sky stretched, out above, clear and boundless, a masterpiece of infinite potential. Emily cast a final look at the helicopters poised to whisk her away to the front lines. This was merely a new chapter in her tale. The journey was just beginning, poised to test her, challenge her, and ultimately shape her identity. In that moment, Emily Dawson transcended her identity as merely a nurse who had lost her job. She emerged as a champion from the ruins, poised to confront whatever lay ahead with bravery and elegance, and the world would bear witness to each move she made. In the days that followed, everything shifted for Emily Dawson. The response to the wildfire marked the start of an unexpected journey, brimming with challenges she had never envisioned. She journeyed across the nation, navigating through inundated urban areas, storm-ravaged regions, the remnants of seismic devastation and isolated mountain rescues. Every challenge pushed the boundaries of her abilities, her spirit, and her determination. Yet Emily welcomed each moment, aware that every life she influenced was a triumph over the fear and uncertainty that had once loomed over her. The media maintained a keen interest in her journey. Interviews, features, and social media posts depicted her as an emblem of hope and strength. Individuals penned letters and messages, recounting their own tales of hardship and resilience, motivated by Emily's bravery. Her narrative emerged as a guiding light, illustrating how the courage of a single individual could send ripples across the globe, generating waves of transformation that exceeded all expectations. Emily utilized her platform to champion reforms in healthcare policies, particularly those aimed at safeguarding frontline workers who faced daily risks. She expressed fervently the importance of adaptability, empathy, and insight in critical moments. Her voice resonated deeply, rooted in genuine experience. In the stark realities of preserving life when regulations felt harsh and remote, even with the recognition and fresh possibilities, Emily stayed profoundly rooted. The moment she was let go remained etched in her memory, along with the fear that had once seized her heart. Those memories ignited her resolve to ensure that no one else would endure the same fate for standing up for what was just. She dedicated herself to fostering a supportive community, uniting nurses, paramedics, doctors, and volunteers who embraced her vision. One evening, as she readied herself for yet another deployment, Emily was surprised by an unexpected visitor. The hospital director who had let her go lingered at her door, a blend of regret and respect reflected in his gaze. "We erred," he murmured softly. "Your example has illuminated the essence of genuine bravery. Our aim is to set things straight." Emily absorbed the sounds around her, her heart unwavering and serene. Choosing to forgive was just the beginning. Her true power lay in her ability to embrace the future, leaving the past behind. She offered a gentle smile and responded, "I appreciate your kind words. My current mission is to preserve lives wherever I am called to serve." The director acknowledged, realizing that Emily's path had transcended any single location or organization. She was now part of a greater realm, a protector of optimism and restoration. As the sun dipped below the mountains, Emily lingered on her porch, savoring the refreshing breeze that caressed her face. She reflected on the journey that led her to this moment, the challenges faced, the victories achieved, and the unforeseen turns along the way. Her narrative stood as a powerful example of determination and the indomitable spirit of a caregiver who would not be muted. The expanse overhead was boundless and inviting, brimming with infinite opportunities. Emily Dawson stood poised, prepared for whatever lay ahead. Her mission stood resolute, her purpose unmistakable, and the world observed, enthralled by the woman who transformed rejection into opportunity and fear into unyielding strength. Her narrative transcended the act of saving a single life. It was a beacon for countless others, urging them to embrace the strength found in courage, the warmth of kindness, and the unwavering light of hope, and it was only just beginning.